Welcome back to the Introduction to Stat 250 Part 3. We're going to start off talking about the StatsPortal and getting into that link and things that you'll find on the StatsPortal. So the first thing that you're going to do is you're going to go into the folder that says StatsPortal for your section, and you'll see the link that's going to get you to the StatsPortal for your class. Now once you've signed up, when you hit this link, it should take you right to your portal. So you'll see your page. Your page will look a little different than mine. Yours will be in the student view like this. Mine will look a little different than that. So if you're having trouble with your StatsPortal, the first thing that you should do, and maybe you should do this anyway, exit the StatsPortal. When you exit the StatsPortal, you'll be taken to a page where it's got all the different books from this particular publisher. You're going to want to go to the Introduction to the Practice of Statistics 7th edition, and we're going to see how we can make sure that we have all the add-ons that we need to our computer. So you come to this page and you go to the statistics books that this publisher has, and you go to the Introduction of the Practices of Statistics 7th edition. Click onto that and you'll come to this page right here. So you'll get to this page, and at the bottom you're going to see a systems check. Please go down there, and this will tell you if your computer has all the add-ons that it needs in order to run the StatsPortal page correctly. So you'll see the systems check page, and if everything that you need is on here, it gives you recommendation for browsers, and if everything that you need is on there, you'll see all the different symbols flashing and all that good stuff. If not, you just click on to the little icons and you'll get to download exactly what you need. So please read through that page and do what they tell you to do. If you're still having trouble, please go to the Contact Us technical support. It will give you the 1-800 number when you click on this and an email address. I also have this information on Blackboard, but you can find it here also. Then you can get back onto the portal just by putting your password in, or you could go through the site in Blackboard. But as we're on this page, I'd like to direct your attention. If somehow you switch sections and you need to switch into the section that you're in, or you took this course at another semester and either had to drop it or something within a year, then all you need to do is to switch your course, go into the section that you're in now, and this page would come up. You put your email and your password in, then you select the state, which is Virginia, or George Mason, and then you go and you select the section that you're in. Make sure that you select this correct section, and do this as soon as possible, for your grades will not follow you once the grades are in a particular section. So please do this as soon as possible. Now I could put my password in again and get to my page for the Introduction to the Practice of Statistics, or close that out and go through this portal, which will direct me right there where I don't have to remember my password. Now I do suggest that you write that password down, because if you always go into the portal this way, you're going to forget it. You don't use it, you lose it. You know how it goes. So now you're in here and you see your important note. Make sure that you read that. And this is what your first page will look like. Please make sure that you're in the right section. This one's for the distance learning section number 1, DL1. Whatever your section should be in the course name. If it's not, then you need to switch sections and switch it as soon as possible. Up above you see assignments. Now no assignments are due in the next 7 days, because we've got a while before our first one is due. But within 7 days you'll see a due date when the due dates are due. So in assignments, this is where you're going to see your due dates. What you would do is go into Chapter 1, and these are the 3 different things in Chapter 1, and they're all due on the 10th of February. Looking at data, that's your learning curve. Whenever you see the Chapter 1 in the chapter name, that's the learning curve that you've got to get through. Then you see Chapter 1, the homework, that needs to be done, and the quiz. Now, am I saying to do that? Now, that due date, the 10th, is on a Sunday. We try to make all the due dates on a Sunday so that you know the day that things are due. But that does not by any means mean that you have to finish it on that day. You could go into homework 1 and start it now. And I could start this problem right here. And I could say, okay, that's quantitative, cable included, that's categorical, pets allowed. Let's say quantitative because that will be incorrect, so we'll get an incorrect for that. Number of bedrooms, we know that that's quantitative, so let's say it's a cases so we get it wrong. Distance to campus, well, we'll do that one right. And whatever, let's just pick something. Now I could save this answer or I could submit. Now if I submit this, and they'll show what I got wrong here in the one particular problem. So I could either go to the next item or retry this one so that I can get 100 on my total score. So it's kind of nice. You can submit for each of the problems, and then when you're finished all of them, you submit the whole homework. Well, you don't even have to submit the whole homework. You'd be submitting right along. So you could retry this item or return to items listing. So if I retry this item, I can now try to get all the correct answers. So this is how you would do this problem. A learning curve, you have to finish one before you can get to the next, or that builds. So make sure that when you do the learning curve, each of these problems build on the next. So if I start this activity, I could ask, if we ask people to report their weights, what would the variable be considered, categorical or quantitative? Now we all know that it's quantitative, but let's go with neither. So we're going to get this wrong. It's going to say that's not it. Now what I can do is I can check the ebook, actually go into the ebook and see what the true answer is. Or if I go, oh gosh, what was I thinking? I hit the wrong one. I meant to hit quantitative or whatever. That would be fine. I could get a hint, or you could say show me the answer. We could look at this, and the weights is quantitative. Yay, we got it right. Now we can go to the next question. So you get to answer them correctly. Within 3 standard deviations, we know that that's 99.7%. Tell me that it's correct, I can go to the next one. So you keep doing this till you finish. And everybody can get 100 on the learning curve. So please make sure that you do that learning curve. It's to teach you the material in such a way that will help you to do your homework and to learn the concepts of this chapter. The last thing is your quizzes. Now the quiz is different. With the quiz, it's a time thing, so you have to make sure that when you start it, you're going to start it and finish it. They're about 20 minutes long, and you got 3 attempts that you could possibly do it in. Your grade is the average of how many attempts you do. So if you get 100 on the first one, stop. If you get like a 50, you might want to try it 2 more times. So that's how you do the quiz. So you begin it here, it's going to end, and then it will give a grade. Other things to look at is your ebook. The ebook is very nice. In the ebook, it gives you, you can read it as a supplement. If you find something in there that's particularly important to you, you can do your sticky notes, or you can highlight things. So we could add a highlight here if we so desired. Like I said, you could put a sticky note somewhere if you wanted to say anything in here. So I could say, something, and then save it and put that sticky note on this particular page, and it would always be there. So it's very nice. This ebook has lots of cool things that you can do. And then these are all the resources for the class that you can have and for what particular chapter. And what's really important is this calendar. It gives you all the due dates, and I will soon be putting the mini-tab due dates on here in your test once I get a room for the test, for the midterm and the final. So this is the StatsPortal. I hope it was helpful, and we'll go into doing the materials needed in our part 4. Thank you.